From the Collins Aerospace Studio at the Nordloff Center in downtown Rockford, it's time for Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl, Junior Edition.
Hello friends, and welcome back for another episode of Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl Junior Edition. Last week we got Season 4 off to a rolling start with North Boone beating All Saints Academy to clinch a spot in the quarterfinals. Today, two new teams step up to show what they know. First, let's meet Rockford Lutheran Crusaders. I properly do mean two new teams. Rockford Lutheran, welcome to the competition. This is your first year in Junior Edition. Nolan is your captain. Nolan, go ahead and introduce us to your team.
My name is Nolan, and to my immediate left we have Kent, to my immediate right we have Haley, and to my far right we have Taylor.
Welcome, welcome. Good luck. And facing off against the River Ridge Wildcats.
My left is Samuel, and to my far left is Jason.
Welcome into the River Ridge Wildcats, Captain Brogan. This is your second year in the competition. Best of luck. We'll go ahead and get started with the Rockford University Buzzin' Round. As the name says, it's a buzzin' round. Grab your toss-up buzzers. Go ahead and buzz in when you know the answer. It's worth 10 points to your team if you get it right. If you don't get it right, I'll go ahead and finish the question for the other team. They have a chance to get those 10 points. One thing to remember, wait until you're recognized. That'll make it easy for us to hear. Best of luck, both teams. Let's get started. First toss-up. What last name appears in the title of a 2024 movie that stars Cole Sprouse as a Victorian zombie resurrected in the 1980s? This last name is shared by the title scientist of an 1818 novel in which he brings an undead creature to life. That is Nolan.
Frankenstein?
Frankenstein is correct. Next question. Name the U.S. president who discussed the creation of the Tennessee Valley Authority in the second of his Fireside Chats, a series of radio talks in which he discussed the New Deal during the Great Depression. That American history question is Franklin Delano Roosevelt. We'll go to the next question. What winter holiday celebrates the Maccabees' victory over the Seleucid Empire with latkes and a 9-night lighting of menorah candles? That is Lutheran Nolan.
Hanukkah?
Hanukkah is correct, the Festival of Lights of Judaism. Next cross-up. Name the literary character who, in a novel by Neil Gaiman named for her, confronts the other mother and refuses to sew buttons into her. That is Taylor.
Caroline.
Caroline is correct. Coraline Jones. Next question. The Balmer series shows spectral lines from what element? A combustible gas that is the lightest element on the periodic table. This element has chemical symbol H. That is Jason.
Helium.
Sorry, no. Bounce back to Lutheran. You have a chance to take it. That is Kent.
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen is correct. Helium's close with HE. There's a good buzz there. Next question. What human organ includes Broca's area, the corpus callosum? That is Brogan.
Brain.
Brain is correct for 10 points. River Ridge on the board. Very good buzz there. Next question. Name the novel in which Becky Thatcher gets lost in McDougal's cave, where hidden gold is later recovered by Huckleberry Finn and the title boy. That is Christian.
Tom Sawyer.
The Adventures of Tom Sawyer is good for 10 points. Next toss-up. What state's Joshua Tree National Park protects part of the Mojave Desert in an area east of Palm Springs, Anaheim, and Los Angeles? That is Kent.
California.
California is correct for 10 points on the geography question. Next toss-up. What kind of song has a king named John Philip Sousa, who wrote songs of this type called Semper Fidelis, The Liberty Bell, and Stars and Stripes Forever, to help military parades walk in time? That is Nolan.
National anthem?
Sorry, not what we're going for. River Ridge, chance to steal. And Brogan.
Marching.
Marches is what we're going for, 10 points. Next question. Name the Roman deity who was painted being blown to shore on a seashell while covering herself with her long blonde hair in a Sandro Botticelli painting named, that is Nolan.
Aphrodite?
Sorry, no. I'll finish for River Ridge. In a Sandro Botticelli painting named for the birth of this love goddess. That is Brogan.
Aphrodite.
Sorry, no. Going for Venus on that one. Aphrodite being the Greek god. And in this case, it's a Roman deity in the title, so we had to take Venus. Sometimes Aphrodite will be right there. This time not, sorry. But next toss-up. St. Anthony Falls is the only major waterfall on what river that briefly flowed backward because of the 1811 New Madrid earthquake? This river normally runs along the west side of Illinois toward the Gulf of, that is Brogan.
Mississippi.
Mississippi River is correct, down to the Gulf of Mexico. Next question. What ancient civilization was made up of city-states like Rhodes and Corinth and was the site of the Peloponnesian War between Sparta and Athens? Jason.
Rome.
Sorry, no. Over to the Rockford Lutheran for a chance to steal. Nolan, go for it.
Greece.
Ancient Greece is correct for 10 points on the last question of the quarter. That sound means we're going to head into the volleyball round with a score of Rockford Lutheran 60 and River Ridge 40. We'll see you in a moment. Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl Junior Edition. After the first quarter, we have a score of Lutheran 60, River Ridge 40. Very tight, close game. We are going into the volleyball round. This is a conferring round, so teammates work together. Do need to hear the answer from the captain, so that'll be Levi for Lutheran, Brogan for River Ridge. Due to the coin flip in the break, we have Lutheran starting off the volleyball round, so the first question is off to you. Evaporation and what process are the two main ways in which liquid turns into a gas? For water, this process typically happens at 100 degrees Celsius.
Boiling.
Boiling is correct for 10 points. Over to River Ridge. What Greek god created an unbreakable golden net to trap his wife with her lover because he was the god of the forge and smithing?
Hestifus.
Sorry, it's close. The consonant's not quite there. Hephaestus. Good knowledge, but unfortunately no points. Next time, though, over to Lutheran. The Fox and the Grapes and The Ant and the Grasshopper are two of the many fables attributed to what ancient Greek writer of fables?
Aesop Fables.
Aesop's Fables is correct for 10. Back over to River Ridge. A karyotype displays a complete set of what biological objects, of which humans have 23 pairs that contain our DNA? Sorry, time there. Tricky biology question there. Chromosomes is the answer we're going for. Back over to Lutheran. As Secretary of the Treasury, Alexander Hamilton established the first U.S. one of what institutions that administer loans and hold money that can be insured by the FDIC?
Bank.
Bank is what we're going for there on the U.S. history. 10 points. Back over to River Ridge. A dagger whose blade was made from a meteorite was found in the tomb of what boy pharaoh of Egypt? A tomb that was famously discovered in 1922 by Howard Carter.
King Tut.
Absolutely for 10 points. King Tut. Back over to Lutheran. Hallucinations in which chatbots spit out inaccurate information are evidence of errors in what kind of technology that can learn from large language models and appears to think for itself?
AI.
AI, artificial intelligence, is what we're going for there. 10 points. Back to River Ridge. Name the novel by L.M. Montgomery in which the title red-haired orphan girl goes to live with Matthew and Marilla Cuthbert in a title colorful home on Prince Edward Island.
Anne of Green Gables.
It's exactly right. Looks like Samuel had that one nicely done. Back over to Lutheran. Nancy Grace Roman, James Webb, and Edwin Hubble are all namesakes of an orbiting type of what scientific instruments that can be used to see very long distances?
Telescope.
Is correct. In time. Space telescopes for 10. Back over to River Ridge. The sculptures Guatemala and David, both created by the artist Donatello, are made of what metal alloy that was also used by Auguste Rodin? Time runs out there, and time runs out on the quarter. That alloy was bronze. So after the second quarter, we have Rockford Lutheran extending a lead a little bit up to 110 to 60 over River Ridge, and that lead will stay right where it is for the moment. We're going to have the Bergstrom bonus question for you right now. Stay tuned.
Long before as appearing as Ken in the movie Barbie, which actor got his start in the Mickey Mouse Club on the Disney Channel?
Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl Junior Edition. We've got Rockford, Lutheran, and River Ridge up for the Bergstrom bonus questions. So, pizza and pasta on the line from Lino's of Rockford for this toss-up. It is a toss-up. Fingers on buzzers. Be ready to buzz in. Here we go. Long before appearing as Ken in the movie Barbie, which actor got his... That is River Ridge Jason.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling is correct. Good quick buzz. The fun thing about Quiz Bowl questions is you learn from them. I just learned that Gosling and Margot Robbie are going to reunite in a prequel to Ocean's 11. I just learned I need to buy a movie ticket. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm also looking forward to the Nika IBEW Lightning Round, which is right after this. See you in a minute. Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl Junior Edition. It is time for the Nika IBEW Lightning Round. Lutheran's on 110, River Ridge is on 60, and River Ridge will start the lightning rounds. Again, contestants, it's a 10-question round. You'll have 60 seconds on a certain category. If you get through all 10 questions, that's up to 100 points for your team. Any questions you don't get right, bounce back to the other team. They'll have 30 seconds to play with them, steal points for their own. There are 3 lightning round categories. River Ridge, thanks to the coin toss, you'll have the choice of how many legs, mythical Greek monsters, soccer leagues around the world.
How many legs?
How many legs? All right. So here are the instructions for this one. How many legs or major limbs used for movement do the following animals usually have? So I'll name an animal, you tell me how many legs they have. Simple as that. Note, tails do not count in this lightning round. Tails are not legs today. So, River Ridge, ready? 60 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Octopus.
8.
Correct. Komodo dragon.
4.
Correct. Starfish.
5.
Correct. Snow crabs and other true crabs.
6.
Sorry, no. Harvest man, which is an arachnid but not a spider.
8.
It's 8 anyway. Number of legs that you would expect from the name millipede.
1,000.
1,000 is correct. European adder.
Pass.
Pass. Serval
4.
is correct. Woodlouse, including the roly-poly.
Pass.
Mexican mole lizard, which uses its small limbs to tunnel.
4.
Sorry, no. Going back to the European adder.
0.
Is correct. And the one you passed on, woodlouse, including the roly-poly.
2.
Sorry, no. And that's all the ones there. So we've got 7 correct for 70 points on River Ridge's lightning round. Back over to Lutheran for the 3 to pick up. So you've got 30 seconds on these. Take as much or as little time as you like on them. Here we go. How many legs or major limbs used for movement do the following animals usually have? First part, snow crab and other true crabs.
8.
Sorry, no. The woodlouse, including the roly-poly.
0.
Sorry, no. And the Mexican mole lizard, which uses its small limbs to tunnel.
6.
Sorry, no. Good guesses on all of those. Those 3, snow crab and other true crabs, have 10. 8 plus 2. Then the woodlouse, roly-polies, have 14. And the Mexican mole lizard, which uses its small limbs to tunnel, they are incredibly tiny and incredibly cute, and they have 2 incredibly tiny and cute limbs. So, over to Rockford Lutheran for a lightning round of your own. Would you like mythical Greek monsters or soccer leagues around the world?
Greek monsters?
Mythical Greek monsters it is. Instructions in this one, very, very simple. Name some monsters from Greek myths. 60 seconds on the clock. River Ridge, be ready for 30 seconds on the bounce back if any come over. So, Lutheran, are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Name some monsters from Greek myths. 3-headed guard dog of Hades.
Cerberus?
Cerberus is correct. Snake-haired Gorgon.
Medusa?
Correct. Half man, half bull from Crete.
Centaur?
Sorry, no. The many-headed monster killed by Heracles.
Hydra?
Hydra is correct. The riddle-obsessed lion with the head of a woman.
Lymph?
Sorry, no. Next one. Half bird, half woman who sang sailors to their deaths.
Siren.
Siren's correct for 10. Half lion, half eagle, treasure guardian.
Pass.
Sea monster who lived across a channel from Scylla.
Pass.
Half snake, half woman whose husband was Typhon.
Pass.
A lion with a snake's tail and that is time. So we've got 4 correct for 40 points for Lutheran. River Ridge, chance to steal some points here. Got 30 seconds. Are you ready? Here we go. Name some monsters from Greek myths. Half man, half bull from
Minotaur.
Crete. Minotaur is correct. Riddle-obsessed lion with the head of a woman.
Pass.
Pass. Half lion, half
Griffin.
eagle. Griffin is correct. Sea monster who lived across a channel from Scylla.
Pass.
Half snake, half woman whose husband was Typhon.
Pass.
A lion with a snake's tail and a goat's head on its back.
Centaur.
Sorry, no. Back up to 5. Riddle-obsessed lion with the head of a woman. And time is up. So 2 correct for 20 points stolen to tie the game at 150 apiece going into the final quarter. We'll be back for the Mercy Health Final Challenge right after this. Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl Junior Edition. We have a fantastic close game coming to the Mercy Health Final Challenge. Rockford Lutheran 150, River Ridge 150. Toss-ups in this quarter are all worth 20 points, so these scores are going to rise very, very quickly. The only question is who's going to come out on top when it's all over. Fingers on buzzers, remember to wait to be recognized, and best of luck. Toss-up 1. The 1911 discovery of what object disproved J.J. Thomson's plum pudding model, instead suggesting that this object was orbited by negatively charged electrons? That is Lutheran Kent.
Nucleus.
The atomic nucleus is correct for 20 points. Lutheran takes the first lead. Next toss-up. In what novel does Calpurnia take her employer's children to church, where they learn that Tom Robinson has been falsely accused by Bob Ewell and is being defended in court by Atticus Finch? This is the first published novel by Harper Lee. Brogan, River Ridge.
Fiddler's Gun.
Sorry, no. Rockford Lutheran, chance to steal. Time runs out. You'll read it in high school, I guarantee it. To Kill a Mockingbird. Next toss-up. What city, where the Great Hall of the People and the Forbidden City Palace Complex flank Tiananmen Square, is the capital city of China? It is Brock.
Belgium.
Sorry, no. Lutheran, chance to steal.
Shanghai.
Sorry, no, not Shanghai, Beijing. Next question. In what region will you find Badwater Basin, the lowest point in the U.S.? This region, in the Mojave Desert of California, is often called the hottest place on Earth. That is Kent.
Death Valley.
Death Valley is correct for 20 points. Next question. What phenomenon whose brood type is performed by cuckoo birds in other birds' nests is a type of symbiosis in which one organism harms its host? Brogan.
Parasitism.
Parasitism is correct. These are parasites, 20 points. Next question. What sport can use a jacket called a lame to detect when the body of a competitor has been touched by a saber? That is Brogan.
Fencing.
Fencing is correct. We are back at a tie game. Next question. All entries except the main diagonal of an identity matrix are filled by what number? This number is the additive identity and is the only real number that is neither positive nor negative. That is Brock.
0.
0. Got it in at the buzzer there for 20 points, taking the lead. Next toss-up. John Slidell, an envoy to Britain from what country, was captured by the U.S. in the Trent Affair? That is Brogan.
England.
Sorry, no, I'll finish for Rockford Lutheran. This country ceased to exist shortly after Robert E. Lee's surrender at Appomattox in 1865. Lutheran Kent.
Confederate.
The Confederacy is correct. Confederate States of America, tying the game back up. Next toss-up. Name the Shakespeare play in which Polonius is accidentally killed by the title character. That is Brogan.
Julius Caesar.
I'll finish for Rockford Lutheran. Accidentally killed by the title character, who tries to prove that his uncle Claudius killed his father, the former king of Denmark. Time runs out there. That Shakespeare play is Hamlet. Next toss-up. What Greek god was accompanied by Phobos and Deimos, the personifications of panic and fear, when he led troops to battle as the Greek god of war? That is Nolan.
Aries.
Aries is correct for 20 points. And on the final question of the game, Lutheran takes the lead back for a 230 to 210 victory. Congratulations. Nolan, congratulations on that clutch buzz. We'll see you in the quarterfinals in a couple of weeks against Keith Country Day. River Ridge, a fantastic game, incredibly well played. Loved the back and forth there. How many of you are 8th graders? I was gonna say fantastic no matter what you had said. As it turns out, I get to say fantastic because we'll see you in State Line Junior next year, I hope. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for coming and watching. We look forward to seeing you next week for our next matchup. Till then, take care.